What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Sterlive. You already know we live, and this video is not Fortnite. Yes, I'm playing Apex Legends. I'm ranked 43 right now. I'm gonna hit 60 by the next time y'all probably see me. If I don't stream today, I'll be 60 within like the next day. I'm gonna be ranking the legends in this game from worst to best. And I did have Bangalore on because I was just clicking her. I don't play with her. I'm gonna be ranking the worst to best, and this is my top 8. It's only 8 legends when you get the game. It only comes with these 6. Caustic and Mirage is not unlocked when you first get the game. So I'm gonna be ranking these dudes in order from worst to best. And before we get in this video, I'm gonna give y'all 5 seconds to hit that like button. Comment down below who you think is the best. Coming in at the number 8 spot, we got Caustic. I don't want to really take too long, but I'm gonna just rank these for y'all so y'all know. And you know about the abilities and a little bit about the legends before y'all play if y'all haven't played. Alright, so he gets a gain of threat from people who's moving through his gas. Everything he has is based on his gas, which is the reason I'm ranking him at number 8. It's all based on his gas. If he don't have no gas, he is ass. Alright, but basically his Q, he get to pay 6 canisters that detonate if you get too close to him or shoot him, and then it start spraying out gas, which the enemies take a little bit of damage over time, and then they can't sprint or move really that good. You got to get out the gas. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you don't, it's like gas on Black Ops. Okay, so knocks gas grenade, he gets to put a blanket area and he gets to see through it. His enemies, same thing with the Q, and his teammates, they can't move through it freely as well. I feel like they should be able to move through it a little bit more freer, kinda, but not fully, because it's like, hey motherfucker, toss me a gas mask, bro. I'm in here coughing and shit. But I don't like Caustic because if he ain't got no gas, he is ass, and that's pretty much for him. He's equivalent to basically sitting in the house in Fortnite and putting up traps. It's just how it is. Putting at the number 7, we got Gibraltar. Gibraltar not bad, but he ain't good when it comes to like playing aggressive and winning the game and just like full on going against like sweaty players. Like, it's not much he can do to outplay people, which is kind of how I'm ranking him. Okay, so his shield, he get a gun shield when he's shooting, which is really not that useful when I'm shooting at you, because I'm gonna just shoot at your feet and you can't shield your feet. So pretty much the dome of protection is his Q. He get a dome for 15 seconds that you can't shoot in or you can't shoot out. It blocks attacks from both ways. It blocks grenades, arc stars, flames, all of that shit. Everything is blocked. And then sometimes people might pop a Q, and then they might pop a Z if you try to push up on them, and it'll be a meteor shower for like 8 seconds. I think it'll just be like random bombs just keep coming down from the air. When you mark it real quick, it'll come right down, and they'll keep coming down for like 8 seconds. And it's not like Bangalore's, because Bangalore's had to hit the ground and then it blows up, unlike his, it just start coming straight down from the sky. Coming in at number 6, we got Pathfinder. I'm ranking Pathfinder, and these players are not bad. Like, once again, I want to say these are based on how you play. It's like a fighting game. It's preference. It's not saying that they're completely ass, but it's how you play with them. Besides Caustic, if he ain't got no gas, he is ass. Inside knowledge is basically you will be able to know where the next zone is. It's not really that important, because in public matches it's not that important right now, because nobody really needs to know where the next zone is right now, because they're all going for kills and running up to every fight that they hear the third party. So with that being said, the next one is his Q, his grappling hook. He can grapple like 20 feet and then pull himself closer to it, and it comes up like, I don't know, like every 12 seconds, 10 seconds, I don't know, I forgot. But his Z is a zip line. A lot of people already seen it. You can just shoot a zip line at to a certain distance and zip line over there. It's good for getting the angle on your enemies if they got high ground, or if they're not high, you can get high ground real easy without having to like run through building, climb up ladders, jump on top of shit. And that's pretty much it. Coming in at number 5, we got Mirage. Y'all probably like, why am I ranking Mirage at number 5? But to be honest, Mirage is not that good if you look at his abilities and based on how good they are against better players. When you use your passive, it's pretty much useless. Once you're knock, you're knock. I still see you. It's nothing you've done. The cloak, I know that's a cloak. it's not fooling nobody, because after I see a cloak, I'm gonna see you, and then they gonna come up and finish you anyway. So after that, you got his Q. His Q is psych out. He can throw a Q, which put out a decoy and run it in a specific direction, or whatever movement you was doing at that time. If you was sliding, the decoy would slide. If you crouch, and decoy would crouch walk, crouch run, whatever. And against a good player, they're gonna know it's a decoy because they're be running in a straight line, and unless they don't see you throw it out, sometimes they might shoot at it and it'll reveal their location, which is kind of good. But other than that, up close in like a fight where they see you, it's not that much you can do in a situation to like get away, besides like just have good aim and shoot. And then his vanishing act is kind of doo-doo, because he presses Z and then it's like 5 clones standing in a circle. I don't know what the fuck they doing in a circle, just chilling. And then he cloaks away where he can still be seen, but he's kind of invisible. But it's like a ghost, looks like a ghost, but he can still take damage, which I think is dumb. I think he should just be completely invisible for that little bit of time. I think that would be like make him more playable for me. So I don't play him because of that, and I just rather play other people. Coming in at number 4, it's kind of hard to rank number 4 because she is super good. I would rank Lifeline number 4, but she's not as good when it comes to praise W King, which is all at this game and point in time. It's not a competitive scene right now where I might rank these different. For that reason, I might use people might use Gibraltar in the competitive scene. People might use Pathfinder, stuff like that. But that's not the scene we talk about right now. We just talk about public games and just the game in general at the state it's at. Combat medic, she can heal people faster, and she gets the shield when she's reviving people, so the shield can't be broken. And a lot of people, I saw some comments that she should not get the shield when she's rezzing people. Should be an option. My opinion, it shouldn't, because that's what makes her revive faster. You can't kit everything in one, in my opinion. She already gets to revive people faster, and she gets a shield. If they see you with the shield, you don't really need to revive kind of like sneakily. That's not even a word, but real sneaky, because you'll have the shield if they're shooting at distance and they can't destroy the shield, and then they'll be up in no time, and there's nothing they can do about it. And then she heals 25% faster than everybody else in the game, with no matter what it is, a Phoenix kit, whatever it is, and she can heal up hella fast. And I think if she get the gold backpack where she fast heals, that means 25 plus 25% is 50%, which means she heals up in half the time. Let that sink in. Her Q is a tactical drone. Only reason I'm ranking her still like at this spot is because when she pop her Q, sometimes that umbilical cord do not be attaching, and don't be coming out, and it don't be healing you up. The shit be breaking on you. It's just like, that shit is like an android. That shit is just straight garbage. Like, not saying android is garbage, but I'm saying like that shit is like an android if it was, you know what I mean. When you ranking a Z, I would say it's pretty good, because you're gonna get something pretty decent out of it every time. Whether it's, I always get fucking level 3 helmets, you're gonna get some level 3 every time. And then the number 3 spot, we got Bloodhound, and I'm gonna tell y'all why a little bit more why I'm ranking him number 3. I'm playing in Bloodhound. I think I'm a main Bloodhound. Okay, so for his passive, he gets to see like clues like where footsteps have been, if somebody been here. It's a timer on it that tell you how long they've been there, based on, obviously, if the timer is more full, that mean they just was there. If the timer is less, that mean they've been there a while ago. And his Q, basically when he press Q, he sent out like a scan, and it scans anybody in a stationary position in like a red outline, orange outline, and you can tell where exactly where they at through any walls, storm, smoke, whatever the fuck it is. You can see him. And one thing I want to say, if you play him, don't focus on that too much. You want to see him kind of in a general area, because you might focus on that and then they might run across your screen because you're still focusing on where they was. And then his Z is Beast of the Hunt. He can press Z, he get a little bit of move speed, basically just turn it to like a straight like blood hunter, and he just go like into a mode where he can see cold tracks, he can see the footsteps, the exact footsteps, he can move faster, and he can see a red outline for the whole 30 seconds, 25 seconds, however long it is that he's in his ult. Coming in at the young number 2, it's between Bangalore and Wraith. Which one y'all think I'm gonna pick? Pause this video, comment down below which one you think I'm gonna pick, which one you think is better, Bangalore or Wraith. But if you think it's Bangalore, you right. So coming in at number 2, it's Wraith. I'm only saying this because it's a little bit of stuff that the Bangalore can do, in my opinion, that's more OP. She's OP as well, but it was kind of hard for me to choose, and I just came to a conclusion of when you hear voices from the void, it's not like that useful. It's like, okay, somebody aiming at me, whatever. Tactical, her Into the Void is actually kind of OP. It's not too OP. I feel like the Q, I feel like the duration of how long it lasts is perfect. I feel like it lasts just as long as it should last. Hold up. I feel like it lasts just as long as it should last, and when she's in a storm, she don't take damage if you pop Q. If she gets hit by something and it sticks you, Arc Star, aka pop Q, don't take damage, and then she can Q and then use her Rift, which is her ultimate right after, set a portal, and then after a short distance she can set another portal which you can use to initiate on enemies, and then your team can hop in through the portal. They might think you came along and then they hop through, boom, surprise motherfucker. And then you can use it to where if you res a teammate, they gotta respawn, pop it, run somewhere where they can get loot, pop it again, and then they can hop through and get loot real quick. That's pretty much it. And I just think between her Q within the damage she don't take and being able to not be seen, although you can be seen like a blue trail, but not necessarily where, after she like run inside and then you don't know, unless it's Bloodhound chasing you, then you're fucked. But she got a little bit more outplay potential than the other legends in the game, which I think is going to come more into a clutch situation where you're not against Bloodhound, because it's almost nothing you can do when you're against Bloodhound and they actually can hit shots, unless you hit shots too. Coming in at the number 1, like I said, we got Bangalore. Her passive is better than the Wraith's passive, and it's better than, in my opinion, Bloodhound passive, because I don't really care to, like, I guess not necessarily better than Bloodhound, because you can find out where enemies was going even though they haven't been there in a minute, and it's kind of like just hunting people down all day and helping you get higher kill games in a public match. And also if it's a competitive scene too, you can tell. And I think it's probably gonna be a Bloodhound on every team. If you say the Q, I mean the passive. Okay, so as soon as she take fire, she gets like double her speed for like a swift little amount of time, and then that makes her like super fast, so she gets double amount of speed. Then her Q, she gets 2 Qs, which is smoke launcher. She pops some smoke, and then it does a little bit of damage on impact, but that's irrelevant kinda because it don't do that much damage. And then I say with her Q and her passive, she can disappear in like no time, and she get like a lot of outplay potential between that move speed that she gets, being able to like get somewhere else that's like a better positioning, and then the smoke, and then she got another smoke. So anytime you shoot at a Bangalore, they probably gonna have a Q. Then her Z is Rolling Thunder. It drops down artillery strikes that landed to the ground, and then after a second or two it blow up. I think the radius on that is actually like, almost feel like every time they throw it, you're in it. But I always just slide jump out of it, and then I'm good. It kind of messes up your positioning, but that's Bangalore for you. And I feel like she's going to be nerfed a little bit. She's super OP, especially if you play like real aggressive and you get shot at, and then you just get move speed, and then you just you in a fight, and then you out of a fight, and then you back in a fight. It's just so quick, crazy how quick she can be. If you watch Shroud, you basically see how he played Bangalore. It's fucking literally insane. I don't play him because I play Bloodhound, because as soon as you pop that smoke, I still see you, and as soon as you're a Wraith and you try to go hide, I still see you. And that's pretty much how I rank these 8 through 1, worst to best. And hopefully, I think I ranked them the best they can be ranked. I don't think Caustic, if he don't got no gas, he is ass, in my opinion. If he don't got gas, he is ass. And Gibraltar is like Turtling in Fortnite. Pathfinder is like, you just new to the game, you want to know where the next zone is, okay. And public match, this is all for the current state of the game. There hasn't been anything more serious than it is now. Mirage is like, okay, you thought that clone, you thought you fooled me, you thought you bamboozled, motherfucker, no. And then you got Lifeline. Your Q ain't even working. Your Q ain't even working. Then you got these 3 who are my favorites, and then Well, actually not Bangalore, because I don't play her. These two who I play, and that's who I'm ranking from worst to best, and that's who the best in my opinion. I play Wraith main. I have, I don't know, like 400 kills on Wraith right now, like 400 on Wraith right now. It shows Bloodhound, but I have like 400 on Wraith right now, 100 something plus on Bloodhound, and mixed up between everybody else. So basically, if you're new to the channel, man, hit that subscribe button. If you thought I ranked them pretty fairly or not, comment who you would rank 1 through 8. If I messed up or you don't agree, comment it down below in the comments, and I will catch y'all boys in the next video. I'm gonna be uploading some more Apex Legends videos, whether it's tips, more rankings, the best gun in the game, Wingman. I'll make a video on why, and that's it. I'll catch y'all boys in the next one.